Hey everyone, Bob here, Overland Citrus. Welcome to our channel. Today we just got a new toy for the van. It's a backup for the backup. Now our particular Sprinter 4x4 Mercedes van has approximately 500 amp hours of lithium battery power, have a 100-watt solar panel, and I also have an extra 270-watt generator on the motor that charges the system. So we're pretty good. We can run everything that we need to run. But we do live in Florida. It's hot. I try to camp and travel only where it's warm. So we bought this generator. It's a suitcase generator. I have a smaller one, which is a Yamaha 1000. I've had it for years. But this is a 4,000 watt peak. It can run the entire van and charge it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbox this, see what it looks like, and then we're going to take you through the whole experience of starting it, plugging it into the van, and see how it runs the AC. People have said it can run a 14,000 BTU AC, and we only have 10. So let's get down to the unboxing. We'll take you on this whole journey. So this is the generator. This is how it came. It's a Pulsar. It has a very, very good reviews. And I guess its box is coming undone on the bottom. But let's get this cut. And this is what it looks like on the top of the box. So what we have is two different plugs in case we need to wire something to it. We can. And then it comes with a toolkit, a screwdriver for the oil change, and a plug thing. And you actually take the screwdriver, put it in here. You guys get it, twist it around, change the spark plug. And this is for filling the oil. It's threaded, and also draining the oil. And what they recommend is to run this for like 15 minutes and then shut it off. Run it for like 20 minutes and shut it off. And then let it run for 1 hour. Drain the oil. They said there will be some metal filings in the oil. Change the oil. Let it run for another hour. And then change the oil. And then switch from this Pulsar oil to a synthetic oil. So we really got to run it for 2 hours. And we're going to work on that. You guys are going to see it all because I'm heading to a non-electrical, non-water event over in Cocoa Beach, Florida in January. And we want to make sure, I just want to make sure that I'm always cool and I have plenty of charging power and everything is ready to go. So we take the oil out and we take this foam thing out. And this weighs about 53 pounds. We'll take the bag off, and I'm going to spin it, and Tammy's on the camera, and you can see we have two 110 plugs. And why I bought this particular model, because it has a 30 amp RV plug, which is very important. This can power up the whole entire van. And I'm going to spin it around. You can see the side. This is the exhaust side, the other side, and back to the front, and the gas. And we're going to run non-ethanol gas in here. And the only downfall that I see that this generator has, it has a 1 gallon tank, but it can run 4.5 hours on 1 gallon of gas. But it's the only downfall. But I have a spare gas can in my Sprinter van on the rear ladder that holds 2.5 gallons. So we basically can run about 9 to 10 hours, and we're never going to need 9 to 10 hours. So the next step that we're going to do on this is we are going to fill it with oil, fill it with fuel. We're going to fire it up and break it in. We might not show you all of that process because we don't want to bore you with it. And then we're going to plug it into the Sprinter van in the driveway and test it out and see the load and the noise. It's supposed to be only a 52 decibel noise level, so very, very quiet. So stay with us for this journey. We're going to fill it with gas, fill it with oil. Like I said, we're going to make sure everything works. We're going to break it in, and then we're going to hook it up to the Sprinter van, and we're going to see how it goes. Because like I said, we're going on an adventure at the end of January that has no water, no hookups, no nothing for 4 days. We're going to a van jamboree in Cocoa Beach. So I just felt that this was a backup up for the backup. So stand by and take this journey with us. Oh, we're topping off the diesel, and then we're going to get some ethanol for the new generator. Let's get that diesel handle out, which is this green one, I'm pretty sure. Boom. Okay, we got this baby topped off. And a whopping $70. Not bad. 18 gallons. Okay, so we're going to take this roto pack off, and we're going to get some non-ethanol fuel for the new generator. All right, we got non-ethanol fuel. That's it. All right, we got it done. We're heading back to the hacienda. We got a full tank of diesel. We got a 2.5 gallons of non-ethanol for the new generator, which we're going to fire up in a little bit, and we're doing good. This is just a test. I don't know if I could see myself first time riding this on the dashboard, this new DJI camera. Okay, so we're back from the gas station, getting all fueled up, getting our non-ethanol fuel, and we're getting ready to get the oil in the generator. So we're going to spin the camera around and show you what we've done so far. So this is the Pulsar 4,000 watt generator. It's a suitcase generator. It only weighs 50 pounds. It's very light. So what we've done is we've taken this, opened this little door here. This is the engine oil compartment. And in there you can see the dipstick and the fill. And what we've also did is we've loosened these two screws, and you can just pop the side of the generator cover off. And that gives you a lot nicer access to work on everything. This is the air filter if you got to clean it. Carburetor is right there. The spark plug is accessed through here. And this is the oil dipstick and fill station, which you just unscrew it. There's no oil, it comes empty. But it does come with this nice little like a nozzle that's going to screw into there, and then you can pour the oil in. And from what I understand is you can also use this to drain the oil, because they want you to run it for an hour, drain the oil, run it for an hour, drain the oil, and then run a synthetic oil in it, and then you can go like 50 hours without changing the oil. So let's get this set up and get the oil in. Okay, so like I said, it's got this nice little funnel. It's threaded on the end, and it actually threads right into where the oil dipstick goes. It's got the same threads, and it has an O-ring on the end so that it doesn't leak when you're pouring the oil in. You just tighten that right up. Now it calls for 4.8 of a quart, which is 2/10 from half a quart. So they give us a whole quart, enough for 2 oil changes. So we're going to try to do this without making a major mess. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stuff a rag in here underneath. So if I mess this up, the oil doesn't go all over my bench and goes on the rag, hopefully. So let's see how this goes. And this is the oil that they gave us. It's a Pulsar brand oil. I'm sure Pulsar don't make oil. But we're going to pour that in there, and we'll get right back to you. Okay, so what we did is you can see the oil level, and we put a mark right where the oil level is on this brand new bottle that they gave us. And then we took a measuring tape and we measured this, and it came out to 4 1/4 inches. And we need half of that. So what we did is we made another mark at 2 1/8. So we're going to use a 2 1/8 inch, and then we'll measure it. I don't know, I didn't have anything that I could measure other than maybe using a cooking measuring cup, pour some oil in it. But we could have did it with water. Tammy had a really good idea to just fill a cup with water, get the right ounces, make a mark. But we're going to try this and see what happens. So we're going to put the oil in. So we got the oil in without spilling it. We checked it on the dipstick. I don't think that you can probably see that, but it's right where it needs to be. So we're going to put that in there and just tighten it up. And then the next step is we're going to get the fuel off the Sprinter van. And we're going to fill up the tank, put this side back on, and then we're going to fire it right up, and we'll bring you along for that also. Okay, I'm pretty sure I gave everybody a look at the generator yesterday, but now that we got it up on the workbench, I just want to give everybody a little closer look. It has a low oil light, has an overload, an output light, circuit breaker. This is a CO2 warning in case you have it somewhere and it's getting it. And then you have two 20 amp 110 plugs right there. This is the 30 amp RV plug. And I did check yesterday, your standard RV plug fits right in there, so you don't need any adapter. And then we got an off switch, run position, and a start, which is the choke. And then this turns the generator on, either full or low idle. Got a reset. And then it has 2 parallel ports. You can run 2 of these together and have 8,000 watts. And this little terminal is if you want to ground it, you can put a wire and put a ground thing in. I guess if it gets hit by lightning, or you want to ground your outlet. I don't really know. So we're going to go get the fuel. It fills up right here in the top. It holds 1 gallon, and what I've seen on the specs, it can run 4.5 hours on 1 gallon of fuel. So let's fill her up and go to the next step. Okay, so we got the oil in it, we got the gas in it, and let's see how this baby starts. This is the first start. We're going to put it to run. Tammy's going to do the pulling. And let's see if she fires right up. Oh yeah. Look at that, 1 start. And I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it's pretty quiet. Okay, so we got the van plugged in, the shore power cord, running the generator. I got my surge protector on it. It's not that loud. And we got the AC running inside. It's running great. No problem. And I ran the microwave. So that little generator can definitely charge, power, and run the van with the AC on for 4.5 hours on 1 gallon of gas. So we'll keep trying it out. We're going on a boondocking trip towards the end of January for 4 days, and we're going to use our solar and our lithium and maybe use the generator, and we'll let you know then what we really think. So thanks for watching. Everybody have a great day. Camp safe, drive safe, and we'll see you next time.